Before you call them friend, gotta prove them first. Is there really loyalty when you're at your worst? We need to hit it raw like the wire. You're looking for some truth, I'll supply it. If you want it too soft, this ain't them. You gon' choose a law over sin. They just some uncut gems. They just some uncut gems.
We was diamonds in the dirt, just grounding in the turf. Our mama go berserk, trying to keep from riding in the hearse. Now we lines in the work, sons of Zion, we the church. Different color fringes is looking vibrant on my shirt. Until I'm lying in the dirt, I pray to be a fire hydrant with this word, like a geyser on the curb.
First things first, I want to get called halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. We the school of Sicarii, and today I want to come out to these blacks, Hispanics, and Native, and let me come out here on y'all level. Since so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native, y'all so simple, let's break this thing down and what's going on in life in layman's terms, in the simplest form.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Natives are y'all gonna love being simple? You love being niggas in America. But let me break it down to y'all like this. In this life that y'all live right now, y'all had no choice but to enter this game at the hardest level.
That's right.
That's how we gonna break this down. This life that you living right now is a game, and we striving for the ultimate prize. Y'all chose this life of hardness and hardship because y'all didn't want to listen and hearken to the voice unto the Lord thy God. That's why we in this game now, and that's why we're at the hardest level. We had it easy, we had it made. All we had to do was listen and keep these laws, statutes, commandments, and we would have been on high above all nations. We would have never had to worry about single father households. We would never have to worry about chattel slavery and those things that are things that plague us in our community today.
That's right. Just a little bit more on this. And the scorners delight in scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
And scorners delight in scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Niggas love to argue, and niggas hate knowledge. Niggas hate using logic when it come to anything. We tell these folks all day and night, they walking up and down these streets, y'all guys on earth, kings on earth, we got to come back to understanding who our God is, and all they do is throw a fist up. They keep on pushing because these niggas hate knowledge.
Yeah, but
they don't.
Tell them they were related to Superstar. They were like, they want more.
Come on now, you tell them, you know, young boy really your cousin. Nah, let me go yeah, real quick. They be quick to boast about that and go post that shit, and then go quick to tell their partner, yeah, you know, Ray Lewis, yo, young boy, they're my cousin, you know, they're my third cousin on my father's side and shit. They quick to boast about that, but they ain't as quick to boast the fact that they know they Israelites, that they're royal priesthood, that they are actual kings and princesses on this earth. They don't want to boast about that. They want to boast about being a nigga in the Benz. That's what they want to boast about. Con. But how long are we going to love being simple in America? How long are we going to stay at the surface level? When are we going to finally dig deeper and start looking into who we really are? Where did we come from before we hopped on these boats and was called niggas in America? What dialogue did we speak? What God did we serve? What was our culture? We need to be looking for these things that are old.
All right, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 32. He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul.
He that refuses instruction despises his own soul. The reason for it is because you can't take correction, so you can't be helped and you can't be fixed, and your soul and your spirit can't be replenished. At that point, you feel like you higher and you too high to get any knowledge from anybody else. You feel like nobody can tell you anything, and for that, you are enemy to your own self.
But he that hateth reproof, hold on. But he that, heareth reproof, getteth understanding.
But he that heareth reproof, he that heareth correction, they get understanding. They understand who they are. They get that sense of self back. Hey, how you doing, sister? Let me ask you a question. What's your nationality? Well, where do you come from? You say you come from Ghana? All praises. Come over here. Come under the shade. Are you funny as hell, huh? You say you from Jamaica. You see yourself on this sign, though?
Benjamin be playing too much.
Look right here in the top 3. So you ever heard that you're an Israelite before?
Yeah.
You have? How long ago have you heard this?
My whole life.
Your whole life?
My dad.
Your dad? So
It's the naturalness, my
come
dad.
come back, chop it up with us real quick. Chop it up with us real quick.
He probably somewhere doing the same thing.
Okay, so, hey, what you think about it though? You feel like the way your father life is he living a righteous life?
Way of life.
It's the way of life.
It is.
You following that same way of life, sis?
Yeah.
You are.
Why would I not?
So you don't eat shrimp, crab, pork, lobster. You don't do none of that.
No, I don't.
Okay, all praises, all praises. So you got any questions? How you feel about it?
I mean, I'm good. Like, it's more me, like, converting everybody else that's around me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty good. I always walk by. I see y'all all the time.
Okay, all praises, all praises. All right.
I got my business down there too, so I'm trying to promote and work at the same time.
Now you good? All right, cool. All praises. Shit. I don't know what to say about that, but you already got a breakdown. Shit. You got something? What you got? Yeah. Nah, you good? Yeah.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
It says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. When you come to fearing the Lord, you start understanding that you need to follow his instructions, because you know if you don't, that something might happen to you, that you understand he has full control over how we live and everything that we do. And the moment that we don't listen to him, that's when we get destroyed. Bring that out again.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom.
It's a lot.
And instruction.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
That's right.
Fools despise being instructed. They don't want to be told that they're wrong. They don't want to be told that they can't smoke no more. They don't want to be told they can't sleep with their brother, wife no more. They don't want to hear that. They want to run away from that knowledge and that wisdom because they despise it. Fools they despise knowledge. God.
I got one.
It's a lot. I'm trying to find something.
All right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 7. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear Yahweh and depart from evil.
It says, be not wise in your own eyes. Don't lean on your own understanding every time something goes on. Come to the Father first and see what he got to say about it.
That's right.
Come and seek out this book, what it has to say. Go look into that wisdom.
That's right.
And let's go see what that tells you and how to move diligently in this life. Don't lean on your own wisdom thinking, well, I done lived about 30 years of my life. I know I done been through this situation many a time. But still, you fall in the same way every time your ass get down that road. Because you got to start seeking these things out this book and start seeking the way of the Father and not leaning on your own understanding.
That's right.
That's right. I'm finna get something to go with what you said.
God. That's a problem with a lot of our people now. We just run off with the things that we've been taught since we was younger.
Basically going into... all right. This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 9. Yahweh knoweth how to deliver the ungodly out of temptations.
It says, so, the Most High, he know how to deliver the godly out of the temptation because they actually studying diligently and learning how to move. So once they start getting their wisdom and they start building it up and they start putting it in themselves, now the Most High can guide those steps.
That's
because
right.
you following in his way.
And to reserve the unjust into the day of judgment to be punished.
And then all you so-called blacks and Hispanics that don't want to listen,
I've been doing this for 30 years.
Con, you've been doing this for 30 years, ain't nothing happened. You think the way of life you living is just gravy, everything good. But it's okay, because that day when you have wisdom, when you so prideful and you think that the way you move was just so right and nobody can tell you nothing, that's the day the Most High gonna put you to death.
That's
when you see
right.
those missiles coming down, y'all gonna be looking up, be like, oh God, oh dear God, save me, and your ass gonna get fried up.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
And say, verse 3. And say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride.
It said who? So read that one more time. It's a lot.
Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 3 from the top. And say not, who shall control me for my works?
Say, it's correct. I'm gonna tell you about this later. But it's just like it said, who cannot change me from my works? Who cannot control me from my works? You thinking that you just running up and down deep Ellum thinking everything's sweet and you can't be touched. Just watch.
That's right.
For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride.
And the Most High God at the end of the day gonna show enough at the end of the day, he gonna show you that he run everything, that he the boss, that everything go according to his will, that nothing that you did was of yourself, and you thinking that you was so powerful and wise that you thought you can move unscathed. The Most High God gonna show you that you wrong.
That's right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 6. Seek ye Yahweh while he may be found.
Seek the Most High God while he may be found.
That's right.
Come out here and listen to what these so-called black men on this block have to say. Come and see why they call you a king on earth, a God on earth. Come and seek him while he may be found, because he speaks through his prophets. So right now, this is the Most High speaking out to his children, to his people, to bring them back to the fold.
Teach, call ye upon him while he is near.
Call you upon him while he's near. Hey, how y'all doing, family? Hey, what's your nationality, if you don't mind me asking you? What's your nationality?
African.
African? Are you
in America?
African in America? Yeah. Come out, let me holler at you real quick.
What's up?
Let me talk to you about something.
My food's gonna get cold though. What's up?
Okay, let me give you 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. So you said Africans that are in America, right?
Yeah.
Because as much as the history books taught us, we was just niggas and we were slaves by the time 400 years ago, and that's where everything started. But in all honesty, we understand that that's not realistic, and we know that's not how everything goes, right?
Okay.
So understanding how, you know, you just said we Africans in America, if we ask any of our people, we'll say African American, black,
Yeah.
we'll say we niggas or whatever,
Yeah.
but we don't know where does that come from? What language do they speak? You know what I'm saying? What can you go back to trace that? Where is the land of black at? You know what I'm saying? Are we African or are we American? Africa's a large continent
Yeah.
with many countries.
Yeah.
What dialogue did you speak? What heritage? What God did you serve? You know what I'm
Honestly, I
saying?
think we're Jewish, bro.
You said we are the true
Yeah,
Jews. We're not
I know.
Jewish.
I know.
We're the real Jews. I said you know about it. So
Yeah.
how long you been following the Israelites?
Ever since what, about 2 years?
2 years ago?
Yeah.
All praise. So what have you learned so far though?
Nothing. I just follow y'all, see y'all online, man. I believe
Okay.
everything y'all speak.
So,
like I listen to what y'all be saying.
The thing about that is, this, what we were just talking about earlier, how we look at life, like, this is more than us just calling ourselves Israelites, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's more than just saying it. We got to understand that we are truly these people of the Bible. We are God's chosen people.
I know that
and with
for a
knowing it,
fact. Yeah.
we got to start keeping these commandments.
Yes.
We got to start. You got pork in that bag, brother?
Vegan,
Oh, that's vegan? Okay, all praise. I ain't see
We
your
don't
bag.
eat
So
pork.
like,
I don't
you don't
eat
eat pork, all praise. You don't eat shrimp, crab, lobster, none of that?
I can't say all that.
Okay. You got,
I got something.
No pork.
Come on, give me one. Yeah, I got you.
Hey, look. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 32, verse 24. You say you believe this. He that believeth in the Lord, because we ain't speaking nothing but the Lord word, taketh heed to the commandment, and he that trusteth in him shall fare never the worse. So if you believe what we saying, because we coming out the word of the God, you got to start doing all the instructions that the Heavenly Father gave you as knowing you an Israelite, a true Jew.
Yeah.
You know, you got a whole, basically the Lord got a whole way we should live our life and certain laws we should keep. So you got to keep them.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to get salvation out of it.
No, I'm with you.
God.
Everything y'all with me, I'm with y'all 110%.
Well, everything we with, brother, the next time we see you, we want to see you have some fringes. We want to hear that you stop eating seafood. I don't know if you smoke or not. We want to see that you stop smoking because, like he was just saying, it's stipulations to this. It's not just the fact that knowing we kings and gods, we got to start holding ourselves to that estate.
Exactly.
There's certain things we can't do. We can't defile ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you evolve.
It's exactly how we evolve. That's how we get to that next step. So with that, I want you to look into that information, study a lot more, because you got a beautiful family that you got to lead.
Exactly.
You got daughters that got to grow up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we really hope that you hearken it and you listening to the Most High, because this him reaching out to you right now.
Yeah. But I support y'all 110, bro.
All
Do
praise.
y'all thing, man. Hey, y'all be doing some good stuff.
You said hey, wait, one more thing. You said it's a religion? Understand this is a
This what it is.
this is what it be kind.
This,
I just-
Islam, and everything else next. But yeah.
Yeah, shit.
I got y'all, bro.
Hey, what's up, bro? You got some questions? You said what, bro? You come in the shade. You ain't got to stand in that sun. I'll probably shit. He put it up. That motherfucker,
Bring it out, Kanye.
come holler at me, bro. What's up? What's your name, bro? You said Mace? Mace? I'm kind of young. So have you heard that you're an Israelite before? You never heard that you're an Israelite before?
Let me show you what the Lord feel about the Israelites. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So the Israelites in the Bible, they're above all people on the face of the earth. The Most High is a separatist. He has took these people and made them for himself. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Most High looks as the that's how he looks at the Israelites. And that's what's so important about us understanding that we the people of this book, so we can come back into his good graces. Because right now, would you say, well, if we just look at the world, we understand in any aspect, whenever you turn your TV on, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives, we're at the top of the game. If it be basketball, baseball, if it be in the music industry, the culinary industry, no matter what, you see that we at the top. But for some reason, as us as a community as a whole, we in a lower state. Give me a 28 and 15.
Look, I'm gonna show you why we at the bottom.
Watch this. This is a prophecy. What's your ethnicity, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm Jamaican, Dominican, and Ethiopian.
What's your father?
Ethiopian.
Your father Ethiopian? Like,
sure. Like he came to America at 4 years old.
Oh, your father Ethiopian, your mama
Dominican and Jamaican.
Dominican and Jamaican. Okay.
Ooh, this is my first taste of something that's hot as hell.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
You got a picture of your father?
That's tough.
So you like Nipsey Hussle a little bit?
Yeah. Type shit. All right, bro. Let's see your mama, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, keep looking for that if you got a picture. Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
So,
Oh, okay, that's your father.
I look like you. Yeah.
So he came from Ethiopia over here?
Well, bro, let me say this. This book right here is so-called for the blacks, Hispanics, and natives. So you love your mama, right? So you will always want the best for her no matter what, right? How about you go tell her to look into her background and then also look at her history about her being an Israelite. You tell her that she comes from a special people that God was God's special people, a people that He chose, and she's part of that people. Would you tell her? You tell your mama that?
Jamaicans and Dominicans come from the chosen people of God. You know what I'm saying? That's why we at the bottom. That's why we going through all this. You know, we disobeyed the Heavenly Father.
So if you really love your mama,
tell your mama that, man. Put her down.
You really love your mama, you want to see her strive, you want to see her in the kingdom of heaven, go tell her that information. But all right, bro.
You all right with your hurt leg? Yep. That bastard right there did it to me.
You got a precept or anything? I don't know.
Nah, my leg got wedged in between the peg.
Go to Proverbs to pull anything out.
Oh, man. I just got it to stop the swelling. Oh, man. Yeah, man. But I play basketball. I tore both of my meniscuses and my ACL. Yeah. This is nothing. You got a little bad. Look on that leg. Damn. Yeah, it got a little crater right there in my leg. That's crazy. What you got?
It's better to pull the precept to talk about it.
But time to go.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing.
The Most High God had put it before the Israelites, life and death, blessing and cursing. And you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives, every day y'all choose death. Y'all choose these curses. Y'all want to stay in this stagnant state. Y'all want to stay in this deplorable ass state. Y'all don't care about life. Y'all don't care about the blessings. Y'all want to keep running up and down, living your life carefree.
Therefore, choose life that both thou and thy seed may live.
Choose life so you and your seed may live. Choose keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, coming back to your heritage so you can be great and then your kids can be even greater than you were. When you come back and keeping these laws and keeping this lifestyle, I was just talking to the brother about this. They ain't gonna have no choice but to grow up into this. They ain't gonna have no choice but to grow up in the mindset that they kings and gods on earth and they gotta keep these laws. Now after that, whenever the hell they decide they wanna be big and bad and get the hell out on their own, that's on them. But for the most part, you doing your job as a father, as a mother, when you raise your kids up into the knowledge of the Most High God, that He is Israelite and the Most High has sent His Son only for Him. Hell yeah.
Oh, this go for the little dusty Hamite. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 11, verse 21. Woe unto thee, Chorazin! Woe unto thee, Bethsaida! For if the mighty works which were done in you had been done in Tyre and Zidon, they would have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes. Just like that damn Hamite, the damn Cushite just came up. He was ready to get down.
Yeah.
But when they come to our own people, if his mama was here, she probably wouldn't even listen.
She probably would have pulled his ass away. And like, nigga, we don't even want him there. Shit.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 7 and verse 2. Keep my commandments and live. And my This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 7 and verse 2. Keep my commandments and live.
And do what? And live.
You good? You good?
And my law as the apple of thine eye.
He said, keep my commandments and live in the law of the apple of your eye. Every day you should be striving to learn and to get deeper in this book. You should be striving to learn and get deeper and closer to the Most High God. Try to be on his good side when this day of wrath comes, because when it comes, it ain't going to be nothing pretty. It's going to be straight death and destruction. They got damn Nuggets headband and shit. Look at that Nuggets headband. Nah, keep going, shit. Do whatever, bro. You good. God, but keep that law. This is your heritage. Keep that in the apple of your eye. This is what you should be looking for every day. The same way you look at a woman is the same way you should be looking at wisdom and his knowledge. You should be going to it every day. The same way you chase some pussies, the same way you should be chasing this wisdom. You need to be chasing Sirach, chasing songs and proverbs, chasing the prophecy, staying occupied in prophecy for that day. Because these things are unfolding daily, day after day. It was crazy because it was just something that was posted. It was like a couple days before the whatever that shit was, that little submarine that went to go to the Titanic. A couple days before, they say a boat with 700 migrants had sank and went missing. Right before that came out, and then what took everybody's attention? 5 white people that did some dumb shit and went down 14,000 feet in the sea.
Let's celebrate.
All praises, all praises, all praises. These white boys want to spend $250,000, then tether they shit to a boat, went down 14,000 feet in the ocean. Now they ass dead and gone.
That's right.
All praises to the Most High God.
That's right. I'm gonna sip a little bit.
Hey, what you say, Leviathan? The Leviathan got their motherfucking
I'm
ass.
gonna sip a little bit tonight, man. I got a precept for wisdom.
I'm gonna bring out what he got here.
All right, this is the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8.
God.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
The law shall not depart out of your mouth. This is what we should be talking about daily, meditating on daily.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do all according to to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
That's how we make our way prosperous, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Us coming back to understanding who we are. Give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. That's Sirach.
This is the book. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 9. Unto you, therefore, O kings, do I speak, that ye may learn wisdom and not fall away.
We need to be strong. We call ourselves kings and gods on earth. We should not be falling away from wisdom. That's what we need to be striving for. That's how we get our people out of this deplorable state. When we actually able to be wise and teach our people of their transgressions, where we can teach our people where they err.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13.
Bring it up.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments.
It says to fear God and keep his commandments. That's the whole point of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives being God's chosen people. That's the whole point of y'all being in America and Babylon right now. Keep his commandments. That's all he asks you to do. You'll be set on high if you keep his commandments. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.
Shalom.